In the annals of human history, few figures emerge with the intellectual and moral gravitas to shape the course of civilizations. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher-emperor of ancient Rome, stands as one such colossus. Born on April 26, 121 AD, in Rome, Aurelius hailed from a prominent family of Rome. Belonging to the prestigious gens Annia, Aurelius hailed from a lineage that bore the weight of history. His father, Marcus Annius Verus, held the esteemed position of praetor, while his mother, Domitia Lucilla, belonged to a family of consular rank. The foundations of Aurelius's character and values were shaped not only by the opulence of his familial estate but by the moral compass instilled by his relatives. Around 138, Aurelius was adopted by his uncle, the Emperor Antoninus Pius, a revered figure known for his statesmanship and benevolent rule. Antoninus Pius not only imparted the intricacies of governance to his adopted son but also set a precedent of stability that would define Aurelius's own reign. The familial ties extended further into the political tapestry, with Aurelius' brother-in-law, Lucius Verus, designed by Aurelius himself once in power to be co-emperor with him, and by marrying Faustina the Younger, the daughter of the Roman Emperor Antoninus Pius, thereby forging alliances within the corridors of power. Yet, unlike his predecessors and contemporaries, Aurelius was not merely a wielder of imperial might. He was a philosopher-king who gazed upon the world through the lens of Stoicism. As an emperor, the martial threads of Aurelius's life were woven into the fabric of the Roman Empire's frontiers. From 162 to 166 AD, he grappled with the Parthian Empire in the east, overseeing campaigns that tested both the mettle of his legions and the sagacity of his strategic mind. The intricate dance of military maneuvers unfolded in places like Seleucia and Ctesiphon, marking Aurelius as a leader who faced the crucible of war with a philosopher's contemplation. His triumphs and tribulations in the East revealed not only the strategic acumen of a military commander, but also the measured resilience of a Stoic philosopher navigating the uncertainties of conflict. His philosophical musings, encapsulated in his magnum opus, Meditations, transcended the boundaries of his era, casting ripples that would touch the shores of enlightenment for centuries to come. Penned during his military campaigns and travels throughout the Roman Empire, Meditations serves as a timeless guide to virtue and equanimity. Comprising 12 books, this compendium of personal reflections is a dialogue with oneself, a philosophical exercise in self-examination that transcends its origin in the 2nd century AD to become a perennial source of inspiration. The essence of Meditations lies in Aurelius's dialogue with his own conscience, a private conversation with himself that bears witness to the inner workings of a philosopher navigating the complexities of imperial rule. The raw authenticity of his musings reveals a leader grappling with the dichotomy of power and virtue. Through aphorisms and introspective passages, Aurelius deeply strives to embrace Stoic principles, advocating for self-discipline, rationality, and acceptance of the transient nature of life. His philosophical reflections, devoid of grandiloquence, distill the wisdom of Stoicism into pragmatic precepts applicable to the vicissitudes of human existence. Meditations unfolds as a guidebook to Stoicism, offering practical insights into the cultivation of virtue amidst the tumult of life. Aurelius grapples with the Stoic dichotomy of control, urging himself to focus on what lies within his power. His contemplations on mortality, fate, and the interconnectedness of all things reflect a deep engagement with the Stoic cosmos. The work becomes a philosophical toolkit, equipping readers with the tools to navigate adversity and maintain moral clarity. In the crucible of his own challenges, Aurelius forges a Stoic manifesto that transcends the boundaries of time, inviting readers across ages to embark on their own journey toward wisdom and virtue. Meditations stands as a testament to the enduring power of self-reflection and philosophical inquiry. Its influence extends beyond the realms of philosophy, permeating literature, psychology, and leadership studies. The work has been a wellspring of inspiration for thinkers, ranging from Renaissance humanists to contemporary cognitive behavioral therapists. Aurelius, through his candid introspection, bequeaths a legacy that transcends the ephemeral confines of imperial Rome. In Meditations, the philosopher-emperor etches his wisdom onto the annals of human thought, inviting each reader to partake in the timeless dialogue with oneself, a conversation that resonates across epochs, inviting us to explore the depths of our own humanity. At the heart of Aurelius's unique contribution to the tapestry of human thought lies the convergence of power and philosophy. While the annals of history abound with conquerors and kings, Aurelius distinguished himself by wielding the sword with one hand, and embracing wisdom with the other. The Stoic principles he espoused, rather than being abstract doctrines confined to the ivory towers of philosophy, were tools for navigating the turbulent currents of life, offering solace and sagacity in the face of adversity. As Aurelius grappled with the responsibilities of ruling an empire, his philosophical principles became a compass guiding his decisions. His reign, from 161 to 180 AD, witnessed a series of challenges, invasions, plagues, and internal strife that would have tested the mettle of any leader. Yet, Aurelius approached these trials not with the hubris of a conqueror, but with the humility of a philosopher. His measured responses to crises were not merely pragmatic, they were imbued with a profound understanding of the impermanence of human affairs. Furthermore, as Aurelius navigated the tumultuous seas of external threats, his role as a lawmaker and political architect took center stage. The intricate tapestry of his reign includes moments of legislative brilliance, such as the creation of the municipalities of Italy in 161 AD, a testament to his commitment to administrative reform. The duties of administrative governance, however, were not confined to the hallowed halls of Rome. Aurelius, like a peripatetic philosopher-emperor, traversed the vast expanse of the empire. From his imperial seat in Rome to the provinces of Britannia and Germania, he carried the weight of governance, shaping policies and adjudicating with the discernment of a statesman deeply rooted in Stoic principles. The intricacies of Aurelius's life extended beyond the borders of Rome. He was a man of the world, traversing the expanses of the empire in his duties as emperor. His travels and interactions with diverse cultures enriched his understanding of the human condition, and his meditations bear the traces of this cosmopolitan perspective. In the mosaic of his experiences, Aurelius found not only the threads of Roman glory, but also the common threads that bind all of humanity. Collaboration was woven into the fabric of Aurelius's intellectual pursuits. In the hallowed halls of the Roman court, he engaged in dialogues with some of the most brilliant minds of his time. The echoes of his exchanges with scholars and philosophers reverberate through the corridors of history, underscoring the interconnectedness of wisdom and governance. In 176, while traveling through Greece following his military campaign in the east, Marcus Aurelius established 4 chairs of philosophy dedicated to the major philosophical currents of that time: Platonism, Aristotelianism, Stoicism, and Epicureanism. Aurelius's ability to synthesize diverse perspectives and distill them into a coherent philosophical framework set him apart from his peers. Aurelius's death in 180 AD marked the end of an era, but his legacy endured, transcending the confines of his mortal existence. His meditations became a perennial wellspring of inspiration, offering succor to thinkers, leaders, and seekers across the ages. In death, Aurelius joined the pantheon of intellectual luminaries whose ideas shaped the trajectory of human progress. As we unfurl the parchment of history, the figure of Marcus Aurelius emerges not in isolation but in dynamic interplay with his predecessors and contemporaries. The tapestry of ancient philosophy bore the vibrant hues of diverse schools of thought: Epicureanism, skepticism, and Neoplatonism, each contributing to the intellectual landscape. Yet, Aurelius, with the Stoic brush in hand, painted a masterpiece that echoed with a unique resonance. In the pantheon of ancient luminaries, Aurelius's Stoicism distinguished itself as a beacon of resilience in the face of tumultuous seas. Unlike the hedonistic tenets of Epicurus or the metaphysical abstractions of Plato, Aurelius's Stoicism was an anchor tethered to the bedrock of practical wisdom. His emphasis on self-discipline, rationality, and acceptance of the natural order of the universe set him apart from the philosophical currents of his time. While Aurelius shared the stage with contemporaries like the renowned physician Galen and the celebrated orator and philosopher Fronto, his Stoicism marked a departure from their intellectual moorings. Galen, with his contributions to medicine, delved into the intricacies of the human body, while Fronto's eloquence graced the rhetorical arenas. In contrast, Aurelius's philosophical compass navigated the turbulent waters of ethics and governance, transcending the specialized domains of his peers. In the domain of metaphysics, Aurelius's reflections on the interconnectedness of all things echoed the Stoic belief in a rational and harmonious cosmos. The Stoic philosophy championed by Aurelius was not a mere intellectual exercise but a pragmatic guide to virtuous living. In the sphere of epistemology, he advocated for a discerning mind that could distinguish between what is within one's control and what lies beyond. This nuanced understanding of knowledge became a lodestar for individuals seeking equanimity in the face of life's uncertainties. As we unravel the distinct threads of Aurelius's philosophy, we encounter the tapestry of his distinctive principles. His emphasis on the transience of life and the inevitability of death echoed the Stoic maxim, memento mori, a poignant reminder of the impermanence that shadows human existence. This emphasis on mortality was not a morbid fixation but a call to live virtuously in the present moment, unburdened by the illusions of permanence. Aurelius's Stoicism, with its emphasis on rationality, found resonance in the crucible of Roman governance. In an era where power often succumbed to caprice, his measured and principled approach to leadership marked a departure from the tyrannies that scarred the pages of history. The Meditations were not the pontifications of an ivory tower philosopher but the practical reflections of a ruler facing the crucible of governance. The impact of Aurelius's philosophical innovations extended far beyond the confines of his time. His legacy, like a ripple on a tranquil pond, touched the shores of subsequent generations. The Renaissance thinkers, enamored by the wisdom of antiquity, found solace and inspiration in the Stoic precepts of Aurelius. From Montaigne to Descartes, the echoes of his philosophy reverberated through the corridors of intellectual history. Aurelius's Stoicism also cast its gaze upon the burgeoning field of psychology, where thinkers like Albert Ellis and Aaron Beck drew upon its principles to develop cognitive behavioral therapy. The enduring relevance of his insights into human nature and the perennial quest for virtue found a new expression in the therapeutic modalities of the modern age. In the grand tapestry of human civilization, Marcus Aurelius emerges not merely as a ruler or a philosopher, but as a harbinger of a timeless wisdom that transcends the boundaries of culture and epoch. His Stoic principles, etched into the fabric of Meditations, continue to be a source of enlightenment for those navigating the labyrinth of existence. As we contemplate the legacy of this philosopher-emperor, we are reminded that the threads of his wisdom endure, weaving through the epochs, a testament to the enduring power of human intellect and virtue.